What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at General RV outside of Michigan, and we're going to take a look at this absolutely beautiful brand new Brinkley Model Z. They've done a lot here, and there's a lot to talk about, including some of the upgrades that I think people were expecting and that have actually come to fruition on these things. So let's talk about it. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so before we take a look at the numbers, let's talk about the Brinkley brand real quick. Now, I'm not paid by Brinkley. They've never sponsored videos for me. They've never done anything. I've never received money from Brinkley for any content. So let me give you the honest truth about what I feel about this brand and what they're doing. I love the fact that they're innovating. I love the fact that they're evolving and they're doing things differently than what most people expect. That's one of the reasons why they've grown so big. Are they perfect? Well, I think even the CEO of Brinkley would tell you they're not perfect. Nobody makes a perfect product, especially when it's manufactured with mainly people putting it together. That said, what I admire about this company is considering how much they've grown, considering how much they've expanded, they're still innovating, but they're also addressing concerns people may have. I saw the same announcement a lot of people had regarding the seals warranty, that they now offer an extended seals warranty on every unit, whether it's a unit that you purchased a year and a half, 2 years ago, or it's a unit that you are purchasing today. They are offering a warranty because they do things different with how they actually do their seals. They use more of an automotive style seal versus traditional butyl tape or traditional silicone. And that's awesome. And that's a really, really good thing. Is it going to be perfect? Well, to some people it might be, but in some cases you may have issues, but it's how they stand up to those issues that really, really make them a different company. And from what I've seen, what I've heard, and how fiercely owners defend the Brinkley brand, I can only tell you that my gut tells me they're going to be around for a long time because they're constantly evolving to make a better unit and address problems that people may have with existing units. And that's awesome. And again, the fact that they never shy away from saying their product's not perfect, but it's how you take care of the customer after the sale. Whether everyone's going to agree with that, I can't speak to that. But what I can tell you is I'm impressed with what I see and the direction they're going. And that's why it's a premium unit, even when you look at a mid-profile unit like this Model Z. But let's move on. Let's talk about the numbers. Okay, so this unit is going to have a 14,995 pound GVWR. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 2,825 pounds, probably way, way higher than what anybody would load this up to. Honestly, if it was 2,000 pounds, it would probably still be high, but that's cool that they give you a good cargo capacity. Just remember, you don't need to load it up to capacity. I hope you wouldn't. 12,110 pound unloaded weight or dry weight. It rides on twin 7,000 pound axles, and it has 17.5 inch, I believe they're H-rated tires. Probably H-rated because they are 17.5s. So the numbers here look really good. From a towability perspective, I would honestly suggest towing something like this with at minimum a 1-ton truck, whether it's a single rear wheel or a dually. If it's a more modern single rear wheel truck where you have the higher gross vehicle weight rating on the truck with, 4,000 pounds worth of cargo capacity, then you'd probably be fine. The reason why I sometimes recommend a dually, even for something like this, is because I'm always looking for redundancy. If I have one tire that blows out on my truck, I have another tire there to kind of carry the load until I can pull off the road and change that tire. So that said, those are my recommendations. This has the CURT Helix PinBox on the front of it, which is really, really nice. Nice suspension spring here, a coil spring in the center with shock absorption. I've heard absolutely fantastic things about this product and the fact it is made in the USA. But that is a solid product, and as you can tell, that provides a lot of shock dampening. This is going to have the newest version of the Lippert hydraulic leveling system. Back here, another really, really cool innovation. They have now moved to the CURT touring suspension. So this is going to have independent suspension that's coil sprung with dual shock absorbers on each wheel location, which is really cool. Plus the Cooper Works tires, 215/75 R17.5 H load range. You have a very structural frame, and they box the frame underneath it as well, which I believe you actually have to do with this touring suspension, but they've been doing that for a while, even with the standard suspension. Has a 10-inch I-beam frame, and this is actually the heavier duty frame that's offered. So the frame itself is not the traditional frame you see on a lot of fifth wheels. Some of the heavier fifth wheels you'll see it on, but again, that's a very heavy duty frame. Let's take a look inside of the front storage area. Nice thick baggage doors. I always like a thick baggage door. Here's your pass-through storage. The reason why you have this step up here is because this is a straight frame mid-profile unit, which means the I-beam frame is straight going all the way back. It doesn't drop down. A lot of people like that because you're not welding an I-beam to an I-beam to make that drop section like you see in some RVs. So this is essentially simpler in terms of, you know, less failure points, I guess you could say. Over here, you're going to have access under here, and this, I believe, slides or pops off. There you go. And this is going to give you access to plumbing and some of your utilities back here. I love the fact that everything is in wiring harnesses and it's all loomed. It looks really, really good. Plus, everything now is PEX connections. You don't have any more flexible rubber hoses in this area. I think the only one you have, which is way back there, actually goes to your black water sprayer. I don't believe it actually goes to any of your water fixtures. And because that's not under pressure, that's one of the reasons why it's less of a chance that you're going to have any issues there. You have power in here. You have a sprayer or a shower in here. You have really nice coin-style rubber flooring. Plus, you look above, you have a radiant material, aluminum bath deck above, and everything just looks so clean in here. They've just done a really, really good job with how all this is set up. Plus, you have your battery disconnects right there. And then over here, you have a 30-pound propane can on this side and another 30-pound propane can on the other side. Plus a cool little pass-through right there. That's always a good thing if you have anything that needs power out here, especially if it's going to be constantly running, like you're charging an e-bike or something. You pass this through, plug it in, and you don't have to worry about having this door open. Nice slam latches. You have the new Moride steps right here, plus the safety rail over here. All frameless windows. And they're squared design too, so they look really, really nice. You have twin awnings, one right here, one on the other side. Back here you have this really, really wide ladder on the back. Takes you to the top so you can service the roof. You already have the camera already installed. That's something you don't typically see. LED lights, and then they give you some additional storage here, which this compartment's locked at the moment. It is rated to tow, so 3,000 pounds worth of towing capacity, 300 pounds worth of hitch weight capacity, but I never recommend towing behind a fifth wheel personally. You have rack and pinion slides for both this main slide and the other one, but then you have the slim rack slide up here, which is supposed to work really well because it gives the ability for this to flex and move a little bit with the slide wall, so it puts less strain on the motor that actually pulls that in, so that's really nice. You have your water heater right here, and then you also have your furnace over here. This is your 50 amp connection, and then you have an interesting way to access your wet bay. So you flip this door open, magnetically holds, you can get to all your water connections right here. You have the Valterra electric gate valves for both your gray and black tank, plus the Nautilus panel here, and then your pass-through. And then to open up the other side of your pass-through storage, your basement storage, this opens up, again, nice thick baggage doors. The controls for your auto leveling are here, but I believe you can also access them on your smartphone. But they've done a really good job. It's a great, clean setup, and true to the Brinkley name, it looks really well executed. A lot of practicality and common sense here. Let's hop inside. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break from filming this RV so we can talk about something important to anybody with an RV.
This is the Prime Poop Musician. What's going on, JD? I'm here at the toilet treatment section for General RV, and off the store shelves. This episode sponsored by Liquefied, the best RV toilet treatment in the industry.
I agree. If you have an RV, you're ultimately going to be using this stuff.
Not only that, you're putting a whole bunch of waste and bacteria in your holding tank. That's what makes Liquefied special. This is not a chemical that just masks the odor. This is made with enzymes and bacteria, so it's going to liquefy your waste, clean your sensors, and break down the poo pyramid from forming in your holding tank.
Yep.
All you need is 1 ounce instead of the drop-in pods. You take it, fill up the chamber, and you pour it in your holding tank. And I said 1 ounce. It's 1 to 2 ounces. 1 ounce in the winter, 2 ounces in the summer.
Yep, and I got to give you a good plug for this because he sent me a case of this stuff when he first launched it, just so I could try it out, and it works exceptionally well, and it smells really, really good. And I wouldn't be endorsing this product if I didn't feel like it was a legitimately awesome product to use.
Thank you, and that's a great point. I mean, we're a legitimate business. We're here at store shelves, at RV dealerships. We're in 1,700 Walmarts nationwide. We're on Amazon and on our website, liquefiedrv.com. Guys, we're changing the RV industry one stinky black tank at a time. Everybody's hearing the message about an enzyme bacteria-based toilet treatment. It's good for the environment, it's good for campgrounds, and it's good for your holding tank. Right now what we got, if you go to liquefiedrv.com/SOB, Summer of Bundles, you guys save up to 20% when you're buying a 3-pack. So not only that, we ship it straight from our warehouse in Elkhart, Indiana, and I'll probably ship it directly to you myself personally.
Okay, going up the steps into this 2900 Model Z, warranted for full-time RVing. Okay, as we step inside, I'll quickly pan around so you can see what's going on in here. All right, so we have this really cool 4-position sliding desk and dining table. Basically how this works is you can pull these chairs out. This right here pulls out, and then you can slide this over here, so you can use it as a dining table, you can use it as an office desk. In this configuration like this, it's going to be more of like an office desk, but this whole thing slides across. They put some wine bottle holders down there as well, and then you have this really cool ottoman, and I believe there's storage inside of it maybe. Yep, there is. So if I pull this back, it's all kind of buckled in place. You can flip this up and you have storage inside of there. You can stow it out of the way underneath here whenever you're traveling. Okay, really nice. Good size windows, really nice. These are those newest style windows where you meet the two in the center with a magnet, then you can black it out, or you can use the shade feature right there. You have your theater seating with wireless charging in the center. This is kind of that I don't really know what you call it. It's kind of like a leather material, but I would prefer more of a microfiber cloth material these days. And you have some cabinets up here. I love how the puck lighting is really nice and flush. And then you don't have any trim because of the way they cut everything and attach it. You don't need the trim. It just really does a great cohesive, clean job here. In the back, you have some cabinetry there. You have the Furrion Chill Cube air conditioning system here, and you have this one plus one up in the very front. So this has 2 AC units inside of it. This turns into a bed. I do like this material. That is really nice. And then this is going to open up. Has a nice strut arm to hold that up for extra storage. And then on this side, this opens up and this turns into a charging station. There you go. And you have one on each side as well. You have a really wide panoramic fireplace. You have some more storage right here. Your sound system, which is Rockford Fosgate, plus a televator. You have a cool little shelf above the window, as well as your cabinetry right here. And this is all soft closing cabinets. Nice drawers, dovetailed drawers as well. No, these are things that some people are like, well, I don't need dovetail, I don't care, but a lot of people do care about that stuff. And it also expresses the craftsmanship that goes into these units. Soft closing drawers, solid surface countertops, which is really nice. And you have this really nice trash can area, a couple areas for dog bowls and things like that, area for your paper towels, nice drawer there. And I may miss a few nuggets because sometimes I do. Brinkley definitely sneaks a bunch of them in. Nice single basin dark stainless steel sink, upgraded faucet with remote sprayer wand. You have a 3-burner Furrion stove oven combination here. Above it you have your Furrion residential microwave. Would have been cool if it was convection. Then more drawers right here. This is really nice how they've kind of spaced this for spice racks, things like that. And then in here, the box for your camera. Again, really nice kitchen setup. They've done a fantastic job in here. And then the refrigerator is a really nice side-by-side Furrion refrigerator. And this is a 12-volt refrigerator as well. Coming around this way, you have a really nice setup over here. More drawers. This does have the TST tire pressure monitoring system included. Then in here, you have your pantry with adjustable shelves and power. So you can actually put your coffee maker inside of this space because these are pretty dang deep as well. So this is great. I love adjustable shelves inside of a pantry. You got more storage up top. Again, soft closing cabinets and soft closing drawers. You got power here if you want to put your coffee maker out here too. It's also a really good spot. Another pantry area. You have a little closet area for your coats and stuff like that. More space up here, and then your control panel is going to be right here. This also has the Lippert anti-lock brake system as well. So one thing you may notice, there's a lot of hidden nuggets when it comes to how this is from a towability perspective. You have the Helix PinBox up front, you have the touring suspension underneath it, and you have anti-lock brakes. These are all things people were asking for years and years, and Brinkley incorporates it into their units, which is really nice. Panning around this way into the bathroom. Beautiful bathroom. This thing is huge. We're actually going to enter it from the other side over here. You have a queen-size bamboo mattress on here, which is really, really nice. But if you want to upgrade to something even nicer, you could always get an RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. Huge window right here. And again, this is that window that you can close the blinds and shutters, and it's really nice and flat. Looks beautiful. You got cabinet and storage space over here. And I believe, I could be wrong, but they always like to do fun things underneath the bed. In the case of this one, it's just a lot of storage. You got a ton of storage under here with some really, really strong strut arms. You got your power LED lights. I love the sconces. They look really nice. Plus, that window looks really good right there. And then you have your closet space right here. A lot of wardrobe space. There's a relatively small slide, but look how deep it is. Okay, stepping into the bathroom. Solid surface countertop. Below mounted tinted stainless steel sink. You have your medicine cabinet right there, and it's recessed into the wall, which is really nice. Nice one-piece Encore shower with 3 head sprayer plus a wand. Porcelain foot flush toilet. You have your vent. You have another mirror up here, which is nice. And you have a lot of vents in here. Check that out. You got 4 AC vents in here. Really, really cool. What do you guys think of this unit? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know what your opinion is. Do you own one of these? Have you had problems? If you haven't, if you have, please drop a comment below. We'd love to know what your experience is. And if we did a pretty comprehensive tour, let us know as well. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.